What's up everyone? I have the latest from Lenovo here with me, the Smart Display 7. Although this came out last year, I just discovered it and decided to go ahead and check it out and let you guys know if it's worth picking up. Without further ado, let's dive in. What's up everyone, it's your boy Tech Savvy Shay. Thanks for joining me here on my channel where I try to bring you new tech creatively. First off, I hope you guys enjoyed my little product montage. You may have noticed the Nest Hub alongside the Lenovo Smart Display. I'm going to be doing a quick comparison of the two towards the end of this video. So before we get started, I just want to mention that you can get this thing right now for $99 on bnhphoto.com. The link will be down in the description. Checking out the website, this thing only comes in one color, Blizzard White, but its overall aesthetic should blend nicely with any decor. I for one am definitely a fan of the design as this thing looks pretty sleek. The gray cloth over top of the speaker grill also looks pretty clean, giving it that modern vibe. You wouldn't know it, but this device happens to be the third in Lenovo's Smart Display lineup. They first came out with the Smart Display 10, then the Smart Display 8, and now the latest, the Smart Display 7, which I happen to think is the better looking of the trio. But let's take a look at the specs. We're looking at a 7-inch IPS touch display surrounded by black borders, unlike some other smart displays. We'll get into that later. It's got a wide-angle camera on the front for taking video calls in 720p. It's rocking two 1.5-inch stereo speakers at 5 watts. It's got an RGB sensor, an ambient light sensor, and a dual microphone array so it can capture your voice commands from across the room. On the software side, it's powered by Android Things OS, so it's got Google's full power backing it with the Google Assistant and Duo for voice and video calls. It's also good to know that it supports Wi-Fi 802.11ac on both the 2.4 and 5 GHz networks, all in a package that weighs only 1.5 pounds. The Google Assistant works flawlessly on this device. You need only ask it for what you want and it will search the answer for you, and in most cases along with a visual aid. One feature that will come in handy for you cooks out there is the recipe display system that allows for real-time cooking instructions step by step on screen. Hey Google, show me how to cook jerk chicken.
Here are some recipes I found. Resuming the recipe from where you left off. Second step, score chicken and season with salt. Spoon desired amount of jerk marinade over chicken and rub into scores.
As you can see, this feature works pretty good. I tested out the dual calling feature and it works pretty good as well. The video quality was okay and I didn't have any connectivity issues. Google has done a great job improving on Duo. It's no FaceTime, but it's come a long way. I also appreciate the built-in camera shutter slider for those who are privacy minded like myself. Since Google acquired Nest and this smart display is built on the same architecture, if you own a Nest Cam, you can also see who's at the door whenever they ring the doorbell, or you can just get a live view. It's also compatible with other smart cameras as well. One thing that's not on the spec sheet is these rubber feet. I think these are the grippiest rubber feet I've ever encountered on any device. You shouldn't have to worry about it falling off a ledge or sliding off somewhere. Since I already own a Nest Hub, I wanted to go ahead and do a quick comparison of the two to see how the Lenovo Smart Display stacks up. And I'm just going to go over the similarities and differences between the two of them. Now the first thing I want to talk about is the speakers, and the Nest hubs sound pretty good. They get decently loud, but it's a bit tinny in the highs, and there's a decent amount of mids, but there's no low end. The Smart Display 7 on the other hand gets way louder, has better mids, but also lacks decent lows for the bass heavy crowd. After you get to a certain volume though, you start to hear some distortion from its speakers. The one thing the Smart Display 7 has over the Nest Hub is the camera, as the Nest Hub does not have one. They do both, however, feature an RGB sensor, which allows the screen to change its color temperature to match the lighting conditions. The Nest Hub also has its own version of those rubber feet, although they don't work quite as well as the one on the Lenovo Smart Displays. Other than that, both of these devices have physical mute buttons, run Android Things OS, play videos, and make voice calls. If I had a choice between the two, I'd probably go for the Lenovo Smart Display because it does everything the Nest Hub does, but in a sleeker package. And even though the screen size is the same, the Lenovo Smart Display screen just looks bigger and brighter. Maybe it's the black borders. If you're in the market for a smart display, I would definitely recommend the Lenovo Smart Display 7. I think it's a great product and a great alternative to the Nest Hub, unless you need something bigger like the Nest Hub Max, which also has a camera unlike the smaller Nest Hub. Thanks to everyone for supporting my channel. It's your boy Tech Savvy Shay. Stay humble, stay focused.